Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Conclave as Scotland. So in our last episode we've been having a pretty quiet time. We've just been waiting for a good time to declare war on people, which we can't quite do yet because of some very large defensive pacts. King of Lithuania has joined the defensive pact. Lithuania apparently now independent of Denmark. So I'm not sure what happened there exactly. King of Leon just joined the defensive pact. Okay, that seems strange because he was out of it for a while, I think. Anyway, I'm not sure exactly what the factors are influencing AI characters to join defensive pacts or not, but I guess something changed there. So young Neil, our son, has finished his education in the ways of war, and he excelled in his studies, so he became a skilled tactician. Not as good as his sister, but that's okay. Still a decent martial character. Okay, Lithuania just left the defensive pact. And this person has usurped something. Okay. Barony of Ismaila? And some other stuff. Alright, well, probably not too important. Just while I'm looking down here, actually, I don't think I've looked at the trade zones map mode in a while. Let me see how Sinai is doing. Pisa is still dominating most of the Mediterranean, but we got some influence from Sinai here. Have they expanded down in this direction at all, maybe? I don't think so. They do have some trade posts up here for whatever reason, quite a few of them actually. I guess, for whatever reason, maybe a king of Denmark had a very high opinion of one or other of the characters in the Republic, so they could build cheaper trade posts up there. Not sure. Also, I don't know whether, as a vassal of ours, the trade post distance is based on where the capital of the Republic is, or the Empire capital. I would assume the Republic capital, but I could be wrong about that. Oh, our co-conspirator Queen Salomia has hired someone to saw through the supports of the railing on a balcony. King Vigleik of Norway is known to frequent. Someone may soon take a bit of a tumble. Look out below. Okay, so if we get this plot done, we could very well be able to press our claimant's claim on the kingdom there. Depending on who's in line to inherit. No, we're going to have to kill at least one more person first. In fact, probably two, since he has no children, and then it'll pass to this guy. He has no children either. Oh, he's in the Teutonic Order, so he probably can't inherit. Okay, then we'll have a female character in charge, which means we should be able to press a weak claim. Oh. Well, this is just terrible timing. The King of Norway has just joined the defensive pact against us. Well, we failed to kill him anyway, so... And also we weren't found out, so I guess we'll just keep trying to do this. Somebody else joined the pact here, so... Right, our militia training ground is finished. Alright, so I guess while we were looking at map modes that we haven't seen for a while, let's have a look at some of the other ones, since these are generally interesting. Religion, probably nothing too much going on. Have Catholicism and Orthodoxy mostly in Europe and even into parts of Asia. Still some Sumanesco up here, and Buddhism up in the high steppes. Okay. And yeah, mostly Shia down here and Sunni up here. Sunni down in Mali as well. But also I'd like to look at the cultural map mode. So we do have a lot of Scottish culture spreading in Egypt and Jerusalem down here, which is good. Only relatively few counties left. Over here in these disconnected counties we do not have any Scottish culture spreading. All of our land in Iberia is Scottish, and quite a lot of Scottish in England as well, or at least in the northern parts. And even some in Ireland. I think we have a Scottish Queen of Ireland right now. I don't know whether her vassals are mostly Scottish. It seems at least some of them are. Mixture of Scottish and Irish, I guess. Fair enough. Probably not much else that we much care to look at in culture map mode. Everything's probably fairly unremarkable. Have a subject converted. Well, I guess we have Norman culture down here in this land that is controlled by France, ruled by a Norman duke, and a lot of the land held by Aquitaine in Iberia is French. And the Aztec culture as well has taken hold a bit. So I guess there is some unusual stuff going on. Or at least somewhat unusual. Ooh. Our Duke of the Isles, Ulster and Northumberland has declared a de jure war on King Callum of England. I hope it's not for the same county that the King of England is already fighting for. What is going on here? Oh no, wait. King Callum the Monk, of course, is our vassal King of England. I was getting him confused. So this is just two vassals fighting each other. We're not going to gain anything out of this. Alright. King Callum the Monk, incidentally, still only 41% in his war. And actually, it looks like France has joined on Mercia's side. Is this France's army I see here? Can I see? Yeah. So that's pretty unfortunate. We might not even end up gaining this county. I was hoping to not have to intervene and conquer the last few counties there myself, but it looks like I might have to. Although, I just noticed there is one revolting right now, so we might be able to grab that one quickly. So yeah, just France on the other side of that. Alright, well, while we have this chance, and there's a Mercian revolt, I don't have a valid CV to declare war. I don't have a de jure claim on this county. I guess I don't, do I? Ah, because I don't have the kingdom title, and the empire is not de jure over England. Because we didn't have England when we formed it. Well, that's annoying. There's no way we're going to be able to usurp the Duchy of Mercia or anything. The one way we could do it would be to revoke the Kingdom of England from our vassal king, but that seems a little bit drastic. Alright, well that's unfortunate, I guess. It looks like our King of England and Wales has beaten the French army there, though, which has given him a decent amount of war score, and may enable him to actually win this war. Although, he does still seem to be outnumbered, so maybe not. Our courtier has died a natural death, okay. I guess she was the wife of our heir, Roderick. Alright, well we'll get him remarried, I suppose. You can still have children. Alright, we're going to make another attempt on the King of Norway's life. I guess once he dies, he'll be out of the faction, and maybe we'll have a small window of opportunity to attack him while he's not in the faction. By faction, I mean defensive pact. Okay, this time we're going for a party of mercenaries disguised as highwaymen. I approve. Uh-oh. They are all watching me conspiring, even my closest friends. Dark eyes, cold eyes, evil eyes. What do they want? So, good news and bad news. We lose the trait stressed, which gets rid of a health penalty Also the fertility penalty, I guess, yeah. But we also gain the lunatic trait, which is a negative to vassal opinion and general opinion, or attraction opinion, okay. It's only -5 to vassal opinion, so not a huge penalty there. Our Grand Mayor is happier. Let's just have a look at the factions. I don't think anyone too serious. Oh, we actually have our King of Sweden in here, so if this becomes a problem, we'll probably just make him an advisor on the council. For now, we're fine, though. The mercenaries ambushed the carriage of King Viglake and made short work of him. They let the driver go, and he is convinced the attack was carried out by highwaymen. Okay, so there is a new King of Norway. He is automatically in the defensive pact, though, which is unfortunate. Alright, of course, we can't actually declare on him anyway. We're going to have to kill again. Which is fine. We'll try to do that. Unfortunately, we don't have the Spy Master on our side this time, as we did last time. Well, I'll bribe the couple of people that will accept, and we'll leave it at that for now. Alright, we suddenly have factions. I guess that -5 vassal opinion is making a difference. Well, I think we'll probably just appoint both Sweden and Jerusalem as advisors. I'm assuming that Jerusalem is a powerful vassal. So that should keep them off our back. Alright, so I mentioned last episode that maybe I'm going to consider actually building some retinues, and I think maybe I will. I think it's working out reasonably well to not have them, but it's also useful to have them, and I think we are eventually going to be doing wars over here where it'll be useful to be able to just have 10,000 troops or however many already raised and ready to go. So I think we'll go ahead and do this, but first, your hunting dog needs proper training if he's to perform well during hunts. Perhaps you should take a hand in this yourself. So we can say we have people employed for that, or we can train him personally. Of course, we'll train him personally. We have a child who needs a childhood focus. This is our grandson, Patrick. He's decent at martial stuff, so we'll go for struggle. Okay, so let's build some retinues then. So we have a cap of 38k. If we were to build entirely skirmish retinues, it would be 580 per 550 troops, so we could get almost 38,000 out of it, probably like 35 or something. I think it's probably better to build a more balanced selection of troops though, but we'll start with a good number of light skirmish anyway. Maybe we'll say 20 of these. I'm going to bring it up to 25. And maybe we should build some Shiltron retinue as well, since it's our cultural retinue, and therefore is probably pretty good, even though it is expensive. Both in terms of money and in terms of retinue cap. Alright, we'll leave it at that for the moment. Don't want to go incredibly low on money. We'll absolutely take the ambition to amass wealth, though, or build a war chest, whatever it is. We also have the ability to extort our subjects, which I believe we found out was probably not really worth doing. Subject converted, okay, so we're going to be at a lower income now while we reinforce this retinue that we just built. That's okay though. We'll get up over 1,000 soon enough anyway. As he's growing older, I can see that Indulf, our son, could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. It will require hard work and may not always be appreciated, but this is my chance to make a self-sacrifice for his sake. Okay, well, I don't know if this is the case, but the fact that we lost Stressed and became a lunatic leads me to believe that Stressed and Lunatic are mutually exclusive traits, so we won't gain Stressed if we take this. Or maybe we'll lose Lunatic and gain Stressed, which makes this more of an attractive option than it would usually be. I don't think we want to take the other ones. I'm going to try this, we'll see what happens. If I end up being both a Lunatic and Stressed, well, so be it, I guess. Yeah, you can totally have Stressed and Lunatic. Okay. That's fine. The world is a dangerous place and devious plots are everywhere. Rumors have reached you that people are conspiring to kill your wife. Probably not, but I guess it's possible. Alright, you have finished your education and became a detached priest. Fair enough. Let's see if we can declare war properly over here, yes. Nope, still everyone. That's 77%, okay. Maybe it's 75% is the threshold? I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we get there. Good news, my lord. We have received credible reports of a recent sighting of the Great White Stag in the province of Strathern. Please saddle my horse. Your daughter Ella has eloped with the notorious mercenary Ranald. Is this the same Ella that was betrothed to a prince of the Holy Roman Empire and was the reason for us having a defensive pact over there? That old debaucher. Well, whatever it says, she apparently is not married to him. She's still betrothed to the Prince of the Holy Roman Empire. So, false alarm, I guess. So this has a long way to reinforce, up to 15,000. Alright, we have recovered from our illness, though, which more than makes up for being stressed. You've gathered your followers and your hunting dogs, and you've saddled your horse and prepared your weapons. You are ready to set out to hunt the Great White Stag. This time it will not escape me. Duke of Moray has usurped the title County of Caithness, if that is how you pronounce that. Which I guess is fine, it's part of his duchy. Okay, our Grand Mayor Sinai is happy. We should definitely move our Chancellor somewhere else, though only the Duke of Galloway here is in factions by now. Still, it makes more sense to work on him than Mayor Sinai. Our kinswoman Gruach needs an education focus. She's willful, timid, and curious. Let's see. Willful, good. Timid, bad. Curious, good. Willful, bad. Timid, good. None of these bad. So I guess we'll go for learning. You spend weeks in the wilderness, searching for any trace of your prey, but are forced to return empty-handed. You are sure that no one's impressed by your failed adventure. You don't know, some people could be impressed. So we lose 20 prestige and gain the trait Humble, or we can become Arbitrary, which we don't want. Humble is fine, though. Alright, we got Castle Walls finished completing. Finished completing is definitely not something you should say. Very redundant. Something is rotten in Gowrie. I have had suspicions about a plot, maybe an assassination or something. Horrifying, unraveling in front of my unseeing eyes. Okay, I've just misparsed this whole sentence. I've had suspicions about a plot, maybe an assassination, or something horrifying unraveling in front of my unseeing eyes, and I will find out what is going on. So I think I've found the culprits. Princess Kenna is accused of plotting against Emperor Beethan. Well, I don't think that's the case, though she is ambitious, so maybe. I don't know. Oh, I guess we get more events then. I caught the cook and Princess Kenna plotting against me. When I confronted them, they denied it at first, but broke down eventually and confessed that they were planning to humiliate me. How they planned to do that, they refused to say. I forgave them even though it was hard. Okay. So her opinion of me improves for 2 years because we're paranoid. I'm not quite sure I understand the reason for that, but that's okay. Maybe because we forgave her instead of just arresting her based on our paranoid fantasies. Who knows? Right, still costing us 60 gold a month for retinue upkeep. And we have a new king of Poland, who is not a big fan of me, but will avoid appointing to the council for the time being, as long as he's not causing us problems. Your loyal vassal, our Queen of Jerusalem, sent you a courier with an offer. She's willing to make a significant donation to your war chest, but in return you must promise to return the favor in the future. So we can gain 200 golds and owe her a favor, or we can insult her. I think we can afford to insult her. She's on the council, so it's not like she can join a faction against us or anything. We'll get back up to 1,000 gold soon enough anyway. In the past months, you've been spending a lot of time outside training your trusty hunting dog. You find that the combination of daily physical exercise and fresh air are doing wonders for your health and constitution. So we are going to become diligent, which is great. We're not already diligent, are we? No. Okay. Well, this is good news. Our courtier, this is our spy master? Steward? Spy master. Feels I risk too much with my escapades and tried to persuade me to stop risking my life. Well, of course we won't. Our daughter Kenna is great at reinforcing troops, which is always good. King of Galicia has usurped the Kingdom of Ireland. Alright, so we have again Ireland and Galicia united under a single ruler. Wales has a county down here. Wales/England. And the Duke of Man has some land in Wales. Alright, well things are getting kind of messy in our vassal kingdoms, but I guess it's probably more trouble than it's worth to fix. And we gain some tech points. Alright, we are down to 75% threat. I'll just check again here, though. I assume it would be under 75% that we have to get. If it is even 75%, which we're not at yet. Okay. Well, I guess that's going to do it for this episode. We'll leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.